one thing I always think about when I look at a player, like we have to realize that first, like there's these categories, and the first category is we're human, right? So first you have to look at the person as a human. Then after that is like, okay, is it a boy or a girl, or a man or a woman? And so first we're human, then we are man or woman, and then we are an athlete, a sports person, and then we are a tennis player.
Mm.
So a lot of times we're trying to fix problems as tennis coaches, which is normal because that's the lens you look through at the level of tennis player, but it might be a problem at the level of human or boy or girl
Mm.
or just like an athlete or child,
Right.
So like you said, like different ages, different developmental, like from 10 to 14, it's not even about tennis. It's about the fact that as in adolescence and puberty, it's normal that there's insecurity. That's just normal. That's normal part of every teenager has some insecurity because they're in the stage of life where they're, trying to discover who they are. They don't know who they are, and nobody knows, and everybody appears like they know who they are. So it propagates more and more insecurity because all the teenagers act like they have it all figured out, but none of them have it figured out. So they're trying different stuff, and it's normal part of life to feel insecure, and it's for good reason because they still haven't really achieved much in life. So on some level, it's okay to feel like I haven't
Mm.
achieved anything because they haven't, but that's a good thing because that's what gives them the drive to work, to try new stuff, to put the energy and the effort in because they want to achieve something. It's a natural progression. So there, I think it goes back to as a coach, we're working with like teenagers. It's so important to understand that that's just normal, and not put too much pressure on the fact that like now you have to really be like secure and confident or whatever. Just to give them time and understand the insecurity and provide the safe space, as I said before, that as a almost therapeutic safe space of an adult who trusts in them and show them that okay, it's I trust in you and I trust in the longer term process, and it's not that we have to in each training and each week we have to be like in each tournament we have to like make it happen now, because at the end of the day you don't, right? Like because if they're 12, 13, 14, it doesn't matter if they win a tournament or lose first round at that age, you know so I think because the teenagers are so like present, like I have to be better than others today in this tournament, in this exercise, and in this because they live so much in the moment because they're still kids or in that age. It is up to the coach to be the adult to not get caught up in the teenage mindset and be like, yes, like this exercise, this tournament, this something, but to see the bigger picture and to provide
Mm.
that energy of like, look, there's a you have so many years to play. There's a bigger picture here. And approach the practices also in this way. For example, like, okay, if an exercise is not working, we move on to a different exercise and we try it again tomorrow or next week.
Right.
If you're whatever, you're losing matches, going too hard tournaments, we go to easier tournaments, or you have some practice matches, it's okay. So at the end of the day, it always starts with us, as coaches, as mentors, as teachers, as therapists, as whatever it is. It's like you work on yourself to not get caught in this result-oriented mode.
Right.
Um, and then you can provide that space for the player, that safe space that we're exploring here. We're learning here. It's a space of learning, not a
Okay.
space of achieving. And that's what I would say.
Right.